So I'm watching James O'Keefe, and it was a title, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, he's talking about there's a death camp in Arizona, and I'm like, and I'm looking for a reason why they call it a death camp. It's not immediately obvious. And the more I watch, I'm starting to realize why it's a death camp, and now it's a little bit nuanced, because what allowed for it to be that is that cartel members extracting people without going through customs and immigration. They're like, when those immigrants are over here, we're the one, customs and immigration and ICE or whatever is supposed to be the ones that send them back. People are not supposed to come over here and flex on them and take people. And they took women. They took Nicaraguan women. This is a scandal and a half. Like, because even like laymen or like common people may not see why this is such a big thing. It's not going away. That right there is not going away. That we're a sovereign nation first, if before anything, then the NGOs that are supposed to be providing provisions and services while those illegals are over here are acting clandestinely against the military and law enforcement, and they hide their identity, and they're so secretive that they cover up this shit. So things that are happening over there with the cartel, they'll keep it secret. So that is why. And even if I don't know why, you could see how it would lead to inevitable miscarriage of justice and death. It's like an infraction and a felony. It's like they skip past the middle and go, and something happens, and it's on steroids, but it hasn't happened yet. So you can't imagine like what, they're trying to help people and everything. But I was just thinking today earlier about how these NGOs, like, I don't trust them. Like, those little kiosks, and you're walking around the city downtown, and they have these little booths they set up, and people, and it's like stop the bullying, and they sell hats and t-shirts and everything. You know what I mean? And nothing against the person that works at the little kiosk. Nothing against them. I'm not going to go and harass them and say, do you really believe that in this NGO is actually give a fuck about stopping any bullies? This is some covert type of plausible deniability in light of they are trying to appeal to all these masses of people at the same time that they're being secretive about customs and border. And you don't think that anything could happen there because we're an advanced civilized nation. And I already don't believe NGOs are about shit. I don't believe that their cause is about shit. I think they are bullies in a different way. And it's not, like, they put those innocent people out there to sell those hats and shirts and everything and interact with the public. It's like almost like the one last, they're just waiting, and then one after one, then whatever the pendulum swings to next, it's not going to have the energy of smart people that are trying to go up to those people and tell, hey, what are you doing here? Like, hey, leave them alone. Leave them alone. There ain't nothing they could do for them to explain jack. Just, you know what I mean? Like, try to find out which NGO it is or something. And but soon, like, after that, like, you didn't help them. And it's not my responsibility to wake people up. So what's next? Because I see every trick up your sleeve. And you only have so many chances to try to subvert they go after the people that might be able to think for themselves, to try to subvert them first. Knock them out the box immediately. So you might be one of those. I don't know. And I'm just wondering when they, when they run out of gas from doing that type of shit, and it's not my responsibility to go out and explain it. You just out of gas, and we'll see what that looks like when you're out of gas, and point it out. Hey, you're out of gas. Ha ha.